Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Showdown team building. Today we are building a team around Frogadier in the PU tier. Yes, we're going all the way down to PU. It's a hell of a drop. We've been in UU lately with Mega Beedrill, we went to Ubers with Xerneas, we were OU, Mega Metagross. We've been up there in the tiers for a while, so I thought we'd drop it down a notch. We'd go to Frogadier. It's not a bad Pokemon. It gets protein. Can any Pokemon that gets protein be a bad Pokemon? I even like Kecleon with protein, and Kecleon is not one of my favourite Pokemon at all. It's not anywhere near. But we have a Frogadier here. The reason I want to use this is because Greninja is staying in Ubers. I was hoping it would come back down to OU at some point, but it is honestly staying in Ubers, and I really wanted to use Greninja while it was in OU. I never really got a chance to, because I just thought it would stay there. I didn't try and rush myself to use a Greninja, I didn't think it was particularly overpowered, but apparently it is, because it's staying in Ubers. So, this Pokemon, weak as hell, needs a Focus Sash, guaranteed. These defenses are terrible. HP terrible, defense terrible, special defense terrible, speed pretty good, special attack meh, we have protein to boost it. So overall it's a good Pokemon. And as any move we pick up is essentially stab, we can pretty much run whatever we want. So we can have Scald, we can have Ice Beam, those two are just moves that I just generally want. They cover each other well, they're just nice to have. Then we're going to take Dark Pulse, has a flinch chance, turns into a Dark type, gives us something to hit other water types with. And for a final move, we could honestly pick up something like U-Turn. But his attack is actually a fair bit lower than special attack, so we'll just go for another special move. We'll just pick up anything at random, to be honest. If there's even another good special move it learns, could give it Hidden Power or something. Could give it Grass Knot. What tier is Quagsire in? Is Quagsire going to be a problem? No. Quagsire isn't going to be a problem. Do we really need Grass Knot? Probably not. I doubt we'd need it. But at the same time, what else would we have? I guess we will just have U-Turn. So we will have... No, we are not going to have 36 points into our special defense. That'd be a little bit weird when we're running a Focus Sash. I'd rather have as much speed as possible. So this set looks just about right. Yes, we have the minus attack, so U-Turn's going to be a little bit weaker, but honestly, it's just there for Switch Initiative. It is not there for damage at all. I mean, I guess we could just put the negative nature into our special defense. And that way, we have a little bit less special defense, but we have a Focus Sash anyway, and we have a little bit more attack in case U-Turn's going to be super effective. You never know. So with that in mind, Frogadier is technically a water type, so we are going to build a core around water types, which means we kind of want a specially defensive grass type, because water is weak to electric and grass. Grass resists both of those. It's just generally quite a nice type to pick up when you have a water type that you're building around. So we could take a specially defensive Blossom. That wouldn't be bad, but Blossom's slow. And it doesn't have the best move pool, so we're gonna go past Blossom. Go-Go is fun. I do enjoy using Go-Go, but it's really not great. Jumpluff, you're terrible. Gourgeist, you're mediocre at best. Leafeon defensive is not bad, but I'm looking for a specially defensive grass type, because generally, grass type moves and electric type moves, I'm thinking like Thunderbolt, I'm thinking Giga Drain, I'm thinking special moves. So I want my grass type to be specially defensive, and honestly, Meganium might do that. Meganium might be able to be specially defensive. I think we can do it. I think we're going to run Meganium. You're going to have Overgrow, because honestly Leaf Guard is pretty bad in my opinion. It's so situational, it just doesn't seem worth it. So we're going to take Overgrow, we're going to give you a Leftovers. You're going to have Leech Seed, you're going to have Synthesis, you're going to have Toxic. This is a really basic set so far, but with this set, we are walled out by Grass Poison types, because we can't Toxic them, we can't Leech Seed them. Steel types, a little bit. If there was like a Grass Steel type, like Ferroseed. I think Ferroseed is NU. I'm just going to check. Yeah, Ferroseed is NU, so we wouldn't have to go up against a Ferroseed anyway, but I think for our last move, we're actually going to run Dragon Tail. Just to swap out those Eviolite Roselias. And that is a special defensive set right there. Gives us 4 into our attack. That seems really weird to me, but honestly, we don't have a special attacking move, so yeah, that works. I guess we could run Giga Drain over Synthesis. We should probably run Giga Drain over Synthesis. I'm sure we'll be fine. We have the leftovers for recovery, we have Leech Seed for recovery, Giga Drain is still recovery, that should be fine. And you want... No. We're going to go into minus attack nature, and we're going to put those 4 points into our defense for a little bit more bulk. Oh, what do you look like, shiny? You become a freaking yellow dinosaur. Okay, no, you're staying as you are. And we're just going to call you Megan because Meganium starts with Meg. I'm doing some clever things with names right here. No, I'm really not. But we need a physically defensive counterpart to a Meganium, which means we need something that can deal with fire types, can deal with flying types, we need something that can deal with ice. Basically, rock. Rock is looking really good, or at least a Pokemon that can have a rock type move to deal with all of the types. Amaldo, you're bad. No. Bastiodon, you're not bad, but you're not good. You have great defenses, but you don't have anything else. Rock. Carbink, you're bad. Corsola, you're bad. Crustle, you're not terrible, but you have no form of recovery, you're not what I'm looking for. You're not what I'm looking for. We could take Gigalith. We could take the Gigalith. It doesn't have bad stats at all. Gigalith would not be a bad pickup here. You know, it really wouldn't be a bad pickup. Rock also resists poison. I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna pick up the Gigalith. We're gonna pick up the Gigalith right here. I have no idea what to call a freaking Gigalith at all. You're gonna keep sturdy. You're gonna get a Rocky Helmet. You're definitely getting Stealth Rock, as that pairs well with the Dragon Tail, and kind of with the U-turn on Baby Greninja. It kind of pairs well because we can force some swaps that could work into the Stealth Rock. But we are going to run Stone Edge, for certain. We're going to run Earthquake. And do we give you Explosion? That's what it comes down to. Do I really want to give you Explosion? I kind of do. I kind of want to give it Explosion. We're doing it. We're giving it Explosion. That's it. Let's get an Explosion. And you're going to be physically defensive. So we're going to put as much into your physical defense as possible. Having this as our physically defensive wall kind of sucks because it doesn't really get any recovery, but it does have some nice base stats, so that will hopefully make up for it. I don't have a name for this just yet. I'll be thinking as we keep going. Now we could use... What could we use? A Pokemon I do want to use, this is going to be weird, but a Pokemon I really want to use on this team is actually Girafarig. And as its name's a palindrome, it needs to be called a palindrome, so it's going to be called Hannah. I really do want to use a Girafarig, and I don't know why. I honestly don't have a clue why I want to use this thing. I just think it's a fun Pokemon, and I think, let's go. Let's go. We're going to give it the Life Orb. We're going to give it Early Bird, because there may be some Butterfree or some user like that wants to put us to sleep, go for those Quiver Dance shenanigans. I'm not having it. You get Stab Hyper Voice, you get Stab Psychic. We're going to give you Psychic, not Psyshock, because we're mixing it up a bit. And you do get Nasty Plot. You do get some setup with Nasty Plot. And you also get Thunderbolt, which I think we're going to give you. And that looks like a fun set. That looks like a fun time. We're running a Girafarig. I don't care. I'm using it because it's fun. Now, as for our last Pokemon, I would like to pick up a Fire type. I feel like it would just pair quite nicely with the Pokemon we have here. So we have enough Ground Weakness. Other than that, I think it's pretty much fine. Another Water Weakness, sure, but honestly we have plenty of ways to deal with Water types. Okay, 2, plenty. And I think... Okay, fire. Let's have a look. What we got? We could take Charmeleon from NFE. No. We could take Ninetales without Drought, so we could have a Flash Fire Ninetales, which wouldn't be that bad. It's fast. It has some reasonable attack. Well, special attack, not attack. We could take Rapidash, which would get Flash Fire. It's fast, and it hits hard. We could take Flareon if we give it a Choice Scarf. Oh, we could take... If we Choice Scarf the Flareon... Yeah, let's do this. We're going to pick up our Choice Scarf user right now. We're going to take a Flash Fire Choice Scarf Flareon. We're going to call you Lysander, because honestly... I think of Team Flare when I see this Pokemon. Just look at this little beast. This is what Team Flare should have went for. They went for all those like super powerful legendaries. They wanted Xerneas, they wanted Yveltal, they wanted to take over the world. I think what they were actually trying to do was they were trying to gather enough energy to create the world's first Mega Flareon. Yep, called it. Plot revealed in X2, Y2, going to be released next year, guaranteed. But we can run Flare Blitz, we can run... Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. We can run Superpower, that's a good move. We could honestly run Quick Attack for priority, but we're Choice Scarf, so we don't need to do that. More physical moves. What could we learn? Oh, Facade, that's a fun move. We're going to learn Facade, just in case we get Toxic or something like that. And finally, we will learn... What final move do we want? Your move pool. It's not great. Give it Dig. That's pretty tempting. I kind of want to give it Dig. Kind of want to give it Bite. I don't know. Oh, it's move pool. It lacks a move pool. Sand Attack. Tickle. Trump Card. Trump Card. No, I was almost tempted. We could give it something like... Why do you get Rain Dance when you're a Fire type? That's so weird. But for our final move, you know what, we're just going to give a Giga Impact and not care. Yep, that's a moveset. That's a terrible moveset if I've ever seen one. And finally, we need something to round off this team. We have Stealth Rocks, we don't have Rapid Spin, doesn't look like we're going to get it. What's a typing that we really need? We have a little bit of a ground weakness, a little bit of a water weakness, but they can both be kind of countered by the left-hand side of our team, with Frogadier and with Meganium. We have quite a bit of special attacking power. We could use... Well, actually, to be honest, special attacking and physical power is pretty even. I wouldn't mind which we picked up. I wouldn't mind picking up something like an Ampharos, but do I really want a third ground weak? I could give it an Air Balloon. I could pick up an electric type, give it an Air Balloon. Or we could pick up something a little bit different. So what typing are we weak against? Ground Water. A little. Dark hits every Pokemon for neutral or higher. Dark does hit every Pokemon for neutral or higher. I wouldn't mind picking up a Pokemon that can kind of deal with a Dark type. It doesn't have to be a direct counter, but as long as it can deal with one, I would like that. So if we can pick up... I mean, Ampharos could get Signal Beam. No, stop with the Ampharos. Stop it. Stop it. I need to stop with that Ampharos. Is there any fairies in this low tier? I don't think there is. There's Wigglytuff, but let's face it, it's not a good Pokemon. There's Curlier, that's not really a good Pokemon. There is not really any... I mean, we could go with Belly Drum, Unbird, and Swirlix. I want to do it so... Okay. This is just a theory. I'm not going with it just yet. But if we were to go with Unburden and double this Pokemon's speed, right? If we were to double this Pokemon's speed, it would go to 432. And we could also times its attack by 4. I mean, this thing is sweet. But it's not living a hit from anything, so it can't sweep. I almost want to do it, but no, it's not worth it. Instead, we will just keep looking a little bit longer for a nice Pokemon we can pick up. We can pick up Dunsparce, but no, never. What Pokemon would I like to pick up on this team? It's difficult. It's difficult. We could pick up Luxray. Luxray's good Pokemon. Can deal with a dark type. It's the main criteria. I wouldn't mind picking up a fighting type Pokemon. I like having Fighting Stab on my team. Monferno is PU. Machoke is also PU. No-Guard Machoke, maybe. Would be quite strong. Monferno doesn't really get anything that stands out to me as a good Pokemon. In fact, it seems kind of subpar, even for PU, which is really saddening to hear. But fighting types looks like a no. I think we might just pick up something that can get Focus Blast. Honestly, Raichu gets Focus Blast, I think. I might just go with Air Balloon Raichu if it does actually. Yeah, it gets Focus Blast. Okay. So we can go Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch for Switch Initiative, and Hidden Power Ice so we have some Ice type moves. I like this. We will keep Lightning Rod, and we will give you the Air Balloon so you're a little bit more able to deal with ground type moves. This looks good. This looks good. You're being called Fatchu, because honestly I have no better name for you. Gigalith. Yeah, sure, we're just gonna call it Crystalis. Sure. We're gonna pretend that that's actually a name, but that's what it's being called. And I think that, wait, first, EV spreads. See, this is something that I really do forget to do in a lot of my battles. Sometimes I'll just be sitting there on Pokemon Showdown, you know, relaxing, making a new team, and I'll forget an EV spread on the Pokemon. And then I'll go into a match and it'll be like, wait, how did that other Pokemon outspeed me? And then I'll come back into this screen and I'll have forgotten this. I don't know how I managed to do this so much, but EV spreads, a thing you should remember, definitely. I'm a scrub, basically. And I think that is going to make our team. I don't know why I've managed to pick up a Giraffe Rig. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I love it. And I think, yeah, I think we're done. I think this is all going to be good. We're going to validate the team, something I have forgotten to do lately, but generally the teams have been valid, apart from that Lugia in the Ubers episode last week. And there we go. So if you guys have enjoyed the making of this team building video, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, it really helps out the channel, and without further ado, bye!